How's it going, guys? Today we'll be taking a look at Logitech's M720 Triathlon mouse that supports up to 3 Bluetooth devices, hyper-fast scrolling, horizontal control, gesture controls, and a whole lot more. Hi, my name is Ken and welcome back to the channel where we talk about filmmaking, photography, iPad Pro related content, and tech. If any of this piques your interest, consider subscribing to the channel as you may learn a thing or two from these videos. Here are some of the topics that we'll be discussing today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let's start right in. In this video, there won't be an unboxing of the M720 Triathlon mouse unit by itself, since I got this unit bundled with a full-size keyboard, the Logitech MK850, but I believe inside the package should just be the mouse along with the unified Bluetooth receiver and of course some instruction manuals. In case you are interested to check out the review of the MK850 Wireless Combo, which I made a while ago, that video covers more about the review of the keyboard and mouse bundled as a package. I'll leave a link on the right hand corner for you to check it out later. With that out of the way, let's dive right in. Starting from dimensions of the Logitech M720 Triathlon mouse, which is about 74mm in width, 45mm in depth, and 115mm in height. It weighs about 135 grams, with a single AA battery included. The mouse comes with a total of 8 pressable buttons, starting from the vertical and horizontal scroll wheels, gesture buttons at the thumb, forward and back button, and a Bluetooth switch that rotates between device 1 and device 3, and a lock button that enables hyper-fast vertical scrolling or click-to-click scrolling. The Logitech M720 has a simple yet professional design that looks similar to the MX Master Series mouse. The build quality of the mouse is made out of soft rubberish finish on all sides. The color on the top side of the mouse is black, but on the bottom side it is white. And under the mouse lies a slot for a single AA battery, along with a slot to keep the USB dongle when not in use. But as mentioned by Logitech, it is using its own advanced optical tracking technology that surprisingly doesn't emit any red lasers as compared to your regular mouse. It is also worth mentioning that on this mouse there is a thumb rest on its left side, which indicates that this mouse is designed for right-handed people. Here are the specification details from Logitech if you're into spec sheets of this mouse. Now let's move on to the features on the Logitech M720 multi-device wireless mouse. The M720 mouse is a multi-device Bluetooth mouse that comes with a USB dongle by default for device 1. The mouse is able to connect up to 3 devices in total, and there is a dedicated button to switch between devices. I think I've mentioned before in the previous video about how I set up my Bluetooth devices. So basically I have 3 platforms that I'm using at the moment. Device 1 is connected to my desktop by default since it doesn't come with a built-in Bluetooth. Device 2 is connected to my iPad, and device 3 for my work laptop. Switching between these devices can be easily done by a click of a button. Simply scroll through the numbers to get to your desired device. As mentioned earlier, the M720 Triathlon mouse comes with a rather unique scroll wheel. In case this wasn't clear the first time I mentioned, this scroll wheel is able to scroll vertically as usual and horizontally. Yes, you are able to scroll horizontally by leaning the scroll wheel left and right, which to me is really good. Not only it adds more functionality to the mouse, it is also easily accessible. Now this mouse also features hyper-fast scrolling capability that allows users to fly through long documents and web pages. With a spin of the wheel and it stops instantly, or you could switch back to the regular click-to-click scrolling when you require a more precise scroll. The left and right clicks of the M720 aren't silent clicks, but it is rather audible like a regular mouse, similar to the forward and back button, as well as the button to switch between Bluetooth devices. The forward and back function literally means going forward or backwards. For example, when browsing through the File Explorer on your computer, the back button simply allows you to return to your previous file location, same like when you are web browsing. The forward and back button allows you to go back and forth between web pages without the effort of navigating your cursor all the way back to the back button on the browser. And that's all there is about the hardware side of things of this mouse. To fully maximize the functionality of this mouse for productivity, it is recommended that you download Logitech's software called Options to be able to customize some buttons according to your preferences. You are even able to customize the buttons on the mouse based on individual applications so that you are not tied with a fixed custom preset. For the M720 mouse, I've applied some custom key mapping that I found best suited for me. These settings are for my everyday use and especially for video editing using Premiere Pro. Starting from my everyday use, remember the horizontal scroll function? I have set it to be a volume control knob for increasing volume settings when leaning right and decreasing the volume when leaning left. And I absolutely love this key mapping. Other than that, I'm also using the thumb gesture for snapping windows to the left or to the right when I'm not using the conventional Windows plus arrow key function. This came in pretty handy, but I left the forward and back button as it is, as I do a lot of casual browsing on the web and I use them a lot to go back and forth between web pages. Now onto video editing with Premiere Pro, I've left the horizontal scroll wheel the same as the volume control to avoid confusion, but this time I mapped the forward and back button as a horizontal scroll for my timeline. This is really helpful at times when you want to quickly scrub through your timeline, as you can access the buttons immediately. Of course, you can customize the key mapping to do other things, even keystroke assignments combining the hotkeys within Premiere Pro, all thanks to Logitech's Options software. Once again, I would highly recommend Logitech software Options, as it does not only provide stats on your current keyboard and mouse, like overall Bluetooth device manager called Easy Switch, battery life for each device, button customization menu, and the coolest of all, the feature Flow, which allows you to seamlessly switch between devices by moving the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen on your first device and magically appear on the second device. Of course, you will need to connect both the devices to have the same Wi-Fi and have Logitech Options installed on both devices. You can find out more about this feature Flow in the link in the description box below, or visit Logitech's website to understand more. Now, to quickly summarize the things that I like and dislike about this particular mouse. Essentially, I like this mouse for several reasons. Firstly, the feature available on this mouse is almost on par as what you would expect from the MX Master Series mouse. The grip on the mouse is really good, it is much bigger than the regular mouse, and definitely have a very good rubbery texture when holding, and overall for the price of the standalone unit of 193 ringgit, comes in rather reasonable. The tiny little thing that I wish the M720 mouse would have is the silent switch mechanism, be it the left and right click, forward and back buttons. Oh, did I also mention that the mouse tends to collect dust and smudges on the rubberized surface, which requires cleaning once in a while. And other than that, I would highly recommend this to anyone who is looking into increasing your productivity level when working. Do take note that this mouse comes bundled with the MK850 keyboard for an extra 76 ringgit, well in case if you need a keyboard to go with your entire desk setup. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hopefully you find this video insightful. Should you buy the Logitech M720 Triathlon standalone mouse or the MK850 Wireless Combo for your everyday use? I will let you decide it for yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment down below. I'll be sure to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Like the video if you actually enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I will see you all very soon. Stay safe, peace out, and bye bye.